Courtney Locke will be the one to bring us in here with the old service. He's only been broken once. He's only lost a game once. An advantage he knows can really prove for so much to winning this first set. (15-love). Zimbabwe rightly maximizing the base of the court to win the first point in the sixth game of the first set. It's gone out, and it will be the Nigerian Emmanuel Michael pick up a point here, but still a whole lot to be done. It's 15-all, and he has to break this game to be sure of staying in the set. 15-all. (30-15). Luck. It is a rousing support from the Nigerian fans supporting their own who's picked a point, and he will have to stay alive by fighting through Emmanuel Michael. But Courtney Locke still leads the way in the set. Well, at 40-30, it is a penultimate point to a penultimate game for Courtney Locke. 40-30, the Zimbabwean will have to make it 5-1 should he pick up this point. Second serve for Courtney here. Hurley comes by. Zimbabwe in an amazing way to finish, hitting a huge winner there for the service. And Courtney Locke knows he has to come back. Either he breaks the opposition or he finds a way to rally through for another game. But the ball rightly in this set is in his own court. 5-1, Zimbabwe leads Nigeria. Perfectly placed with the backhand, and the fans really appreciate the technicality of that orchestration from Emmanuel Michael, and tells you that he knows there's still a lot to be played here, but the support from the fans can actually count for more. Oh, 30 love, you look at it that Luck would rather let this particular game go by as he comes to claim his own service, but leading here by 5 games to 1. Losing this is going to be unfathomable for the Zimbabwean. Series of second serves for Emmanuel Michael, Nigeria. Oh, that is a perfect drop shot, and that is one that quite excites the fans. An absolute orchestration from the very top drawer. Massively done, massively appreciated, and massive motivation for the Nigerian. Emmanuel still has a lot to play for, but that one is what I take away. 40 love, and he could make it 2 games to 5 in this first set. Nigeria versus Zimbabwe. Losing concentration, the Nigerian hits it so hard and it goes out of the line, but he has just 1 point to make this game his. 40-15. Well, it's game for the Nigerian, but he isn't smiling at all, knowing how much of hard work he needs to do if he could upturn the result of this set. With 7 games playing in it, Zimbabwe, courtesy of Courtney Luck, picking up 5. The Nigerian picks up his second now to get back there and look to rejuvenate. Of course, expectations here are that he will come inside of this second set and perhaps pull much more what we have seen here in this first. But as it sticks at the moment, it is Zimbabwe who has 3 games advantage, and with a service to follow, it actually looks much more like the set is already in the bag for the top ranked country at this competition. I should not. Well, coming through to the Davis Cup Africa Group 3, 7 players were ranked by the ATP. Of course, the Nigerian Emmanuel Michael is not one of them, but Courtney John Luck is, of course, one of them. Both have a very rich profile, especially when it comes to doubles with his Luck brother, Benjamin. But at the singles, he is still looking to work his way to the top. He's got 339 for spot on doubles, 1,833 for singles for Courtney Luck. But here, he just might be improving that statistics, that ranking, should they find a way through this Davis Cup. Well, both nations were able to progress from last seasons to be here at this Group 3. But Zimbabwe has been there before in 2014, but maybe it is time to get back to Group 2 for the Southern African nation. Courtney Locke for his service. Surely that was one you want to take to the bank. Talk about incredible follow-ups, and that is massively done by Courtney Locke. And Zimbabwe will take the first point right in game number 8 inside the very first set. Well, leading by 5 games to 2, he knows the morale, the motivation, the momentum is in his direction. He just want to finish it up. But Emmanuel Michael surely has got a statement to make. "30 love, Zimbabwe now urging rightly, but of course it's still a lot still to play. 2 more points, and he will call the first set his. Nigeria's Emmanuel Michael will sure need a huge resurgence in the second set if there will be a third. But this first, it is 5 games to 2, 30 love for Minor. So close, yet too far away, and Courtney Locke smashes his own net. And that will be the first point for the Nigerian here. Nigeria picks a point to make it 15, but it is 30-15 as Courtney Locke lead the way by games 5-2 and as well by points. Oh, he will look into making a great serve from this. There's no ace yet in this match.
Is that a point? If he starts to the net.
Oh, he has just smashed the net with his backhand. Well, he has got a very deepening forehand, and Emmanuel Michael perhaps could look to maximize that effort. And it is 1 point to 1 game to 1 set for Zimbabwe. 5 games to 2, 40-15 first set.
DJ. DJ. DJ.
He's finding the jam. He's finding the jam. Okay. Okay. Have you can you really tell about seriously? Yeah. Six games to two. Zimbabwe won the very first set. And the first match here at Davis Cup, they won. Second set already in progress. And that is a perfect point to take away by the Nigerian Emmanuel Michael. Nigeria's first point in the second set here. 15-love it is. Still, we are looking for the very first ace in this match. Sturdy love, Emmanuel Michael continues to. 30-15, and Zimbabwe have a deficit of points. It's Nigeria's lead. At 40-15, the Nigerian didn't start at this note for the very first set, but here he has a lot of momentum now to bounce through, and he will be serving in for the game. It's the first game in the second set, and Nigeria's claiming for confidence. And we will be here to see how it pans out. There's a lot of journey there to be really gone. I'll tell you that the first set wrapping up in favor of Zimbabwe, 6-2, with 3 double faults in it. We're also able to see a total of 23 in 38 first serving, with 12 in 23 first serves, point 1. By Zimbabwe, 12 in 15 second serve in, while 10 in 15 second serve point were won. Break point 3 in 3, and total point 1, 36 over 27. And maximum points has been 7 for Zimbabwe, 6 games won, and of course 4 for maximum games in a row. the consistency that saw him pick up from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5-1. And of course, here it's service points won 22 in 38 with a percentage of 58, 14 in 25 for receivers point won, 56%, and for service games won 3 in 4, 75%. It is Zimbabwe who will serve in now for the second game in the second set. (15-love) to Courtney Luck. First point in this second set. In the second game as well. He was just there to do just that, and he made no mistake. Zimbabwe rightly rallying, and he has an edge by 2 points in game number 2, in set number 2, 30-love Zimbabwe. Of course, Nigeria won the first game in the second set, but it is Zimbabwe who has the first set 6-2 to actually lead the way in major. Game of 3, best of 2. Well, he had a massive way to move himself inside of the middle part of the court, advancing gradually, and at the end of the day, he was able to reach out for that point, having it for the very first of his side for the second game in the second set. It is 30-15, Zimbabwe still leads. And you can sense the euphoria from the fans. The Nigerian gradually gaining momentum, and he might just be on it for this particular game. He won the first to lead in this set, but he trails in this first set, but it is 30-all, and Courtney Luck for Zimbabwe will serve again. A series of second serves in it to really want to look at and look out for. And he has rightly come from behind, and he will lead the way right in this game. Well, the Nigerian might just be on it for the very first break in this set. It is Courtney who won the first 2 points to go 30 up, only to find Nigeria coming from behind, pick the first, pick the second, pick the third, and it is now 30-40, as it is game point for Nigeria. Really making that bounce. Just take a look at that energy. And he will make the first break in the set with a low roar that really pleased the fans. Incredibly done by Emmanuel Michael. And it is a clean slate for Nigeria in set number 2 with him holding his service and as well breaking the opposition, it just might be to pair for major, but Nigeria trails in that regard as Zimbabwe won the first set 6-2. But here he has already met up with his performance of the first set. Manuel Michael will now be looking to forge. With a service in his hands, it just might be. Low 15. Manuel Michael there. Oh, what a mighty backhand from Emmanuel. Good enough to set a great liner and pick the very first point in his service in this second set. Incredibly done by the Nigerian, and he knows that he can only go forward. Well, 15 all in the third game. In the second set, he still has a clean slate in here, having broken the opposition. It is Nigeria, 15 all in the second set, with Zimbabwe winning the very first. (30-15). Incredibly dispatched. I mean, you just look at the kind of pace he was able to exploit in the service and how he had confidence to step into the court and be able to finish that, giving the opposition no chance whatsoever to get to the ball. 30-15, Emmanuel Michael. It has to be second serving for Nigeria. Michael. Look at that for a minute. Can you sense the Shifore here? Absolute class of an act. He had to keep it on right at the same position, at the same place, sending him right there again and again till he was able to squeeze out a point. 40-15 game point for Nigeria. And it's game. Still a clean slate in this second set. Emmanuel Michael, 3 games, 3 wins, and he has even broken the opposition once here. And that is John Atiomo, one of Nigeria's Davis Cup players in history. Surely he knows what it means, and he's here to impact that same momentum to the players. Well, the first set being won by Zimbabwe, 6-2. Nigeria looking very strong in this second, having won all 3 games in it. It is 3-love Nigeria in the second set. Well, so far, this second set hasn't seen any ace on the good side, and on the other side, it hasn't seen any double fault yet. But Emmanuel Michael has had 9 out of 10 first 7. 7 out of the 9 have actually been won, with 78% amassed. 1 out of 1 of second serving and he's also won it for 100%. Break point is 1-1 for 100%. Total point won 12 against 4 of the opposition in the second set. Maximum point in a row has been 4 with that kind of consistency. His shot can stay super strong heading into the 4th game in the second set. Well, he's also won 3 games as it sticks at the moment, and he has service point of 8 out of 10 for 80%. He also have a receiver's point 6 out of 6, 4 out of 6 for 67%, and he's super strong with Zimbabwe 7 us in for the 4th game. It's the first double fault, and he needed not raise a finger. Emmanuel Michael gets the first point. Law 15, Nigeria. I think there's a trademark play that we have seen from Courtney Locke so far today. He has a way of hitting the very big right and then stepping into the court and finding a way to just drop it just right there by the net. And he's done it a couple of times, and a couple of times he's picked point for that. And with that, it comes in parity in this game that he serves 15-all, game number 4, second set. He leads by a set. Zimbabwe . (30-15), Courtney Locke found a way to take that point despite the resilience of the opposition. (30-all), and Nigeria come pretty close here to making another break perhaps. Another double fault from Zimbabwe, and it is 30-40. Game point for game number 4 in game number 4 for Nigeria. Well, it is going to be the first time that they will be deucing in this second set, but the story or the tale or the history behind this two when it comes to deucing is one really to be taken to the bank. The very first set, the second game in it, saw them deuce 8 times before it was eventually won by Nigeria. Is that going to be, well, here it is, deuce between both sides, and it's still Nigeria with all three games in set number 2. Advantage Nigeria, and in the local parlance it says Okbel, and that of course is a shout to celebrate a point which he knew it was far off from reaching, but somehow having hit the net, it is one that really was not guarded properly by Courtney. Advantage Nigeria. It's gone out. And 4 games, 4 wins. He is still to be contended or contested this second set totally, absolutely of the part of Nigeria. Courtney Locke, I just don't understand what really is going on in this second set. Having won the first in the last line of 6 games to 2. But he sure struggles in this second, and perhaps it might be that resurgence we were all looking forward to from Nigeria. And here, he has broken the opposition twice in just a round of 2 serves. That shot is one he has to pay more attention to. A losing point like that in this area, and this form and pattern might just be a bit troublesome, but love 15. Love 30. Picked his first point in the 5th game. Nigeria here leading by 4 games to love in this second set. 15-30. The first double faults for Emmanuel Michael, Nigeria here in this second set. And that one makes it the first game point for Zimbabwe in the second set. 15-40. (30-40). Nigeria found a way to come back strongly. Emmanuel Michael, rightly with his backhand, still able to do that inside of the court. Lead here by 4 games in this second set. That was a perfect liner from Emmanuel Michael, and with that, he will deuce a game right inside of the second set. An amazing character, how he fought so hard, especially in this game, is one to look at. And he has come back, and now to deuce it up. And the quest will be to make it 5 games and 5, but of course, he knows how important it will be to taking the advantage from this service. too close for comfort. And it will be advantage to Zimbabwe. It's gone out. And it will be the first game for Zimbabwe in the second set. Well, he had to hold still with so much engagement in it. It will be a game for him to take to the bleacher as he will look to resurface stronger. The Zimbabwean who won the first set by 6-2. Haven't lost so far his round of services. Surely haven't picked this one up. He knows the momentum can only go even higher. When we come back, surely Courtney Luck will serve for Zimbabwe. Okay, when I go sit down. Four games to one to Nigeria in the second set. But of course, Zimbabwe won the first set by 6-2 to show supremacy in this first match of first day one of Davis Cup Africa Group 3. While both nations stand at different parts of the radar, with Zimbabwe at the very top, Nigeria at the very bottom. But this game so far has been as competitive as you'd expect from the World Cup of Tennis. Went all the way out. It is Zimbabwe to pick the first point, 15-love. Year-old Emmanuel Michael is the very first to play for Nigeria at this Davis Cup. Well, he has been fighting. He's yet to be on the ranks of ATP. And that's gone all the way out. And right from dropping the first 2 points in the game, he has now come to pick up the next two to tie his opposition at 30 points apiece. Well, it is game number 6, and Nigeria, who has broken Zimbabwe twice in this set, might just be about it for the third time. 40-30. Zimbabwe now edging closer, edging away by a point. The very first in the last three rallies for Courtney Locke. And it's now 2 games to Zimbabwe. Well, reality check here is that Zimbabwe gradually getting momentum into the second set. Having won the first, and Courtney Locke, having broken his opposition once, is also won his very first service. Just it's now advantage Nigeria. And one more is what the fans crave, for him to make it 5-1. Beg your pardon. It is still Courtney Locke who would serve perhaps for the last time from the point of view of Nigeria. "27 years of age, Courtney Locke." And it's double faults to give Nigeria a rare advantage. Continuously, they contest this one keenly. There's a lot of deuces. There's been 5 times they've had to go back and forth and back and forth. Advantage Nigeria. Courtney Locke there having a word with the umpire. Well, I have to come back to serve now. It's a lot of power in that one. You just need a little bit of precision to just make it accurate. To take to the bank, Nigeria now have a very, very great confidence of coming back into this match and turning it around. 5-1 in this second set. He's got service advantage, and it just might be one set apiece. But the first set, of course, was won by Zimbabwe, 6-2. Nigeria here leading in the second set, 5-1. It is an amazing opportunity to be able to make it one set apiece and create the extension of a third. But here, we are still all squared. Emmanuel Michael, the least ranked in the least ranked nation at this tournament, but he is so living up to the bidding and living up to perhaps a name that will be famous in the game in the future. Law 15. All. 15 all. Well, is it just about the amount of confidence this teenager has got playing at the Davis Cup for the very first time? It's going to be historical for him, and it might be the birth of a champion. And he comes from behind to take the lead, 30-15. Emmanuel Michael, 2 points away from winning set number 2 and then creating an extension. And Nigeria sure knows there's a lot to contest for here. And will be Benin Republic test tomorrow, day 2. But before that, there's still another singles to play for, and then a doubles as well for team event. The Davis Cup is live and lively at the center court here in Abuja. All. It will be for a second serve for Michael. 30-40. Courtney Locke is looking to break in Emmanuel here, but of course it's still to contest for the history of the duels between those two sides. It's really one that's been keenly contested, absolutely. That is a massive big right, and it's big enough to tie this one up. It's duels. 5-1. Nigeria leads here in set number 2, but lost the first set 2-6 to Zimbabwe. Emmanuel Michael has to be his second serve. Perfectly placed, and he just knows that that could really mean so much, especially if he wants to take the set. Nigeria having the advantage, and it could be just 1 point to set number 2. And it's Nigeria to celebrate. Yes, they say in here, in the most populous black nation of the world, it has been Zimbabwe writing the story of the first set. Nigeria colorfully paint this picture, and it is picture perfect for the second set, winning 6 games and dropping only 1 to go 1 better than the opposition all match long. Well, Courtney Locke of Zimbabwe has been able to win a total of 7 games in this match, while Nigeria's Emmanuel Michael has won 8, but that puts them still at 1 set apiece, as there surely will be a third when we come back. So you mute me, Abby? Please. Uchi. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome, sir. What got you doing? Sorry? Yes, sir. Akila. A boss. How far now? Where got you now? Hey. Yeah. Got you. Good afternoon, sir. Thank God, boss. You're looking very sharp and smart.
Thank you.
Greatest.
Hello. I like that, my guy.
Honestly. Thanks, boss.
Whatever guy.
Yes, sir. I'm in the commentary box, sir.
I see you now. I saw you on TV. I say you don't tell me already. You're there now.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Now, there's a TV, they do anything.
This guy, we need to encourage him. Of course. The guy is good. Very, very. I don't like the way Larry Zamoje did start. I mean, Larry Zamoje, they use me take. I mean, they take promote himself.
That time.
So the two way they did, we say you two need to use that idea. Find one good athlete. Start to promote him. Yes. That's it.
And then this one, here like here. This one.
If you for Larry Zamoje, radio station. I only my voice then there. You go your parents, please allow your children to play squash. This is Tijode, Nigeria squash #1. That my jingle they play every time. I tell you.
I just want to set up a song. When you say these nowadays that we social media run one day.
It don't matter. You have to make it more unique.
You change your style.
Yes, now.
Shall Pablo is different from the person you mentioned. Pablo speaking.
Yes.
It can be a simple word. People will look at.
Okay, make I give you a new name. Call yourself Don Pablo.
Don. It's boss.
Yes, now.
Don't finish. That Don mean boss.
The boss is talking.
Boss, where's
Yeah,
that?
it's a start from somewhere. Once that name is picked.
They go pick her because that name is catchy.
Yes, now.
Or if you don't call her Don, make Pablo.
You can sit down and look at the unique.
You have to market yourself
It's
now.
boss. Thanks, man, guys. Good to see you, sir. You're looking very sharp, 100%.
You see, say no be only
This
squad.
one only.
No, I got the sign. Na signature the money deal.
No need one again now. 1996. 96, was it 96 or 94? He told me, say, Jimo, Congo, Dubai, free ticket.
now.
He told me, he called me live what I was doing then. I said, let me feel, let's spin. Is that all right? Let's spin. He said, well, Jimo, is in your court. He called me, said, Jimo, is that free? Go.
Now, visa free now. Don't carry yourself, come on.
Graduate. You're welcome, sir.
My brother.
Happy to see you.
I remember you.
Can't miss you.
Pablo.
I remember I don't lie for you.
Thanks for what I'm back. Thank you for Saturday.
One channel
Abami Shunlo.
Yeah, what do you think?
Thank you, boss. Let me say we can actually win this match. Do you know?
Yeah, nothing says we shouldn't.
So, see,
You need to sustain the.
they can give him glucose now, something to help him reserve that energy.
He's complaining of like having some
He has temperament issue. He's not good at playing singles. When they play doubles, yes. When I've watched them a lot of times, even in Ghana, I was with them. When he plays doubles and win, anytime his temperament wants to go off, his brother is one I will call and calm him.
But what's he complaining about?
Complains a lot. He's younger. He's like that.
He's tired or...
No, we say they're making noise. We say the boy is not coming on time. We say he just he does that a lot. Well, you don't expect the home fans not to be home fans. You can't expect home fans not to be home fans. Even I wish you were in Ghana. My sec, you were there now. It's tennis, I know, but I'm just telling you the truth.
Screen the fans.
What is? I will take screen. Fans don't say we they beg for this Abuja, when they come, when they come before. We they beg them, hey Joe, hey Shano Ajay. I check the statistics.
Let's go.
The line, don't change shirts. But guy, no ace for this match. Nobody don't hit ace.
Which one is ace?
That's when you hit and no, I can't return it. And yes,
Okay, like
that's
when
an
you
ace.
serve.
Yes, when you serve, yes. No, not even the run return. Like you can't even get to the serve. Like the speed, the precision, and the power, everything accurate. Yes, boss. You can bring me so I can just give statistics of before we Okay, I'm about to get back to you. Well, welcome back to Abuja Center Court. Of course, it is the venue for Davis Cup Africa Group 3, where Nigeria is taking on Zimbabwe in the first match in the men's singles. Of course, the singles here set having played the first one by Zimbabwe 6-2. The second won by Nigeria 6-1. This is the third. Zimbabwe leading by 2 points, 30 love. There was a massive return from Zimbabwe. The hit was good, 40 love, as Courtney Locke 1 point away from making the game his. (40-15). Nigeria picking the first point in this third set. And the first becomes a motivation to get the second. And you only one now to make a tie and continue their story of deuces. But it's 40-30 Zimbabwe game point. First double fault and advantage to Nigeria to make a deuce, as they will continue to contest this game, which is the first in the third set. Nigeria 1 set, Zimbabwe 1 set, and we're about to get the first game in this third. Advantage, Zimbabwe. So the deuce dilemma continues between these two. The first set, they were able to hit for 8 deuces right in there. And here already, in the second set, they were able to make for 6 deuces. And here now, it is the second in the first game of set number 3. Advantage, Zimbabwe. Oh, beg your pardon, fault. See, I know they hear this thing. Huge advantage for Nigeria there. One that excites the fans. But it was even dramatic how it all wrapped up. But Emmanuel Michael is glad to make the claim. Both players were just by the net. And it was a case of crucifixion. And he brought that to bear. Advantage Nigeria. Oh, it's gone all the way out. Emmanuel Michael there, and he just thought he had got that one perfectly placed. Deuce again, and for the third time in this game. Nigeria will take advantage. And it's double falls that tells a tale of the first game in set number 3. In the first match of day 1 of Davis Cup Africa Group 3, Nigeria missed when it comes to the ranking. And here against Zimbabwe, the top-ranked nation, Nigeria about to make a very historical movement come alive, winning the first game, breaking the opposition, and looking to power forward, but it is one set apiece, and in the third, Nigeria leads by 1 game to love. He's got the first game, and he's got the first point in the second. Here in the third set is Nigeria now writing a story that could be one headliner here on day 1 of Davis Cup. 15 love. Rather too close for comfort. Emmanuel Michael just by the net, but couldn't cross the net. 30-15.
So I've just taken my phone temporarily. Okay. Is that
gone out. And it gets even better for Nigeria. Emmanuel Michael, he won the first game by breaking the opposition. He has actually made it 40-15 with his service. It might be game number 2 in set number 3. One set apiece, Zimbabwe versus Nigeria.
No, this is just for the scoreboard. No, this one is not affected. All these guys are up and
And he's to celebrate the game, having won it in a very fashionable style, incredibly done, and the fans really remember this one. Oh, look at that lob. He just enticed him. He brought him to the net only to roof it all over. And it's game 2 for Nigeria. Nigeria lost the first set 2-6, won the second 6-1, lead here in the third, 2 games to love. Service Zimbabwe. 15 love. He broke the opposition for the first in this set, and he is also gotten a huge advantage by winning the first point and the opposition serve. Sure is a miss. 15-all. $30-15. Courtney Locke finding his way back, and completely so, leading the way now in this game, and the question picking his first in the set. Oh, that's a perfect liner. Absolutely orchestrated, perfectly delivered, and there is nothing better than that. This was taken straight right to the line with a big 4 right hand, massive enough, and it is 30-all. Incredible stuff from Davis Cup. Check it out. And it is now Zimbabwe who makes claim of his first game in this third set. First set to Zimbabwe, 6-2. Second set to Nigeria, 6-1. And with the Nigerian breaking the opposition in the very first game, leading as well here in the third set, 2-1. Okay, I think the light is back.
Nigeria team.
Ṣé o lọ ní kọ́mẹ̀tì pọ̀ tó báyìí?
For each of
No,
these
to live in
robbers, you still won. Or you win one single, one double. Yeah?
My voice is even
Yeah, the tandem has. So that means if you win the two singles, no need for the third one. No, the third one. Okay, it's not like football. Three for winner. It is by your points. All those, how you beat somebody matters.
Well, he smashed his own net to give away the point in his service. Emmanuel Michael for Nigeria. Well, with one set apiece, he leads the way with 2-1 in the third. But surely he has to draw parity for 15-all. It's gone out. Love 30. Nigeria is still looking for their first point in this game.
Score. 30-15.
$15.40, and it's Zimbabwe who are about to break the opposition to pair at 2 games each in this third set. And it looked like it was going to be a point easily amassed by Emmanuel Michael, only for him to fluff the finish by hitting it all the way out in the opposition out of the way. for 30-40. Nigeria. Great stuff. He just knew where the opposition was stepping, and he had to take it to the other direction, and it was good enough to get that point. Still trailing here, and be able to find a way to find himself back to winning his service. It's gone out, and it will be another deuce, another time, but in this same game, there's a lot to be contended between those two. The history of their deuces continues to tell a tale, fighting to make his services property. Emmanuel Michael for Nigeria. And that will be Nigeria's advantage. Advantage Nigeria, and that just could be a chance to further lead the game. 1 point here, one very crucial point. Emmanuel Michael sure knows still a lot to be done here. Oh, he's hit his net. Too close for comfort. It's another deuce, and it is for the second time between these two in this particular game. Nigeria still lead by 2-1 in set number 3. It's gone out. Second service. It takes the advantage again to celebrate with a fist right up there. Emmanuel Michael for Nigeria. And that will be the third time there will be deucing in this particular game. I want to ask a question. What will it take to separate these two? Will they set each and they continue to jostle in this third? Nigeria, what a game advantage, 2-1, and it just might be even more. Advantage Nigeria. Service by Emmanuel Michael. And he has won it. Oh, it used to be 15-40 this particular game, only for the resurgence by the Nigerian. Pulled it back for a deuce, and he has found a way to make it to use 3-1. Nigeria lead by 2 games, with both sides having a set in it. It will be the final set, and of course in the first game of the first day of Davis Cup Africa Group 3, Zimbabwe with a service. Well, it sure looked like he was heading for out before he brought it back. And it's gone out this time. $40 love. 30 love. to Zimbabwe, who trail by 2 games in the third set. Oh, well, he might just find a way with the power there. It was a good idea to execute, but he needed precision to make it all perfect. It's a point to Zimbabwe, 40 love. This game, and he's winning with a winner. Courtney Locke for Zimbabwe to claim his second game in the third set, while he is still behind in the way. It's 3 games to 2 to Nigeria. And the cookie will surely crumble in this third set. Still the first game for both nations, Zimbabwe and Nigeria. A dimension this could go. It's not to be known, or is yet to be known by anyone. When Nigeria, who is at the bottom of the ranking here, proven good enough for the quest. Law 15. It's 15 all. Michael recovering quickly to be able to pick his first point in the game. And it's perfectly placed. Diagonally, he dispatched with due diligence. (30-15). Oh, it's just sheer brilliance there for Nigeria. I haven't seen the move of the opposition. All he had to do was stick it to the baseline, and it could have been done any better right at the tip. And the point here is, oh, it's gone out. 40-15. Nigeria now 1 point away from taking the game and opening a distance of 2. (40-30). Well, in this sort of match, you know that concentration is everything. You have to stay glued to the game and, of course, glued to your play all minute, all second if you want to take it. He knows he has to pick up this point. And it is the one that takes it for Nigeria. Oh, how brilliant was that? Just as he was able to earn point 40, he's also earning for game 4 in this third set. Amazing, amazing stuff here for the host nation, the least ranked nation with the least ranked player doing an amazing job to actually upset the records. Well, Nigeria's Emmanuel Michael here proving that it is still here to play it. And in as much as he has made the cut, he surely can bring his A to the court.
Okay,
4-2, Nigeria in the third set. Love. Luck for Zimbabwe picks the first point in the game. Shobe looking to hold his service. Came close to becoming the first ace so far in this match. Love. That every day, all day is a giveaway to Courtney Luck. And he sure knows how to stretch his hands wide open to take, as he duly did. And that one will be 40 love, Zimbabwe. Game, Zimbabwe. And it is now a very close call between the two nations in this third set. No loser in the set has picked 3 games so far, but here it is only one in between. With 7 games played already, Nigeria still having the narrow advantage of a game. But of course, with the service advantage to come, Emmanuel Michael will be hoping to pick in game number 5. Well, both players there are trying to catch their nerves. It has really been a long journey here, but of course, it's a long walk to freedom. And they know they have to take every step along the way to get in there. It's the first game, and Nigeria having an advantage, losing the first set, winning the second, leading here in the third by a game. 4 games to 4, 4 games to 3. Expectations will be about what happens later on with another singles to play and then team doubles before day one will be called a wrap. But so far so good. Nigeria on day one play against Zimbabwe, the top ranked nation, while Ghana was square against Namibia, and then Cote d'Ivoire will face Ivory Coast in the other fixtures. On day two, Nigeria will be playing against Benin Republic right here at the center court. And with that, it's a pleasure to welcome you yet again. If you're just joining us, it is a center court Abuja at the Packet B of the MKO Abiola National Stadium, where we are having quite a moment of history at the Davis Cup Africa Group 3. With 6 nations in participation, we have Benin Republic, we have Cote d'Ivoire, we have Ghana, there is Namibia, Zimbabwe, and of course host nation Nigeria. But here till the 20th of July is going to be all about the beautiful game of tennis at the World Cup event. Ladies and gentlemen, we return back to the center court as Emmanuel Michael will be looking to serving for Nigeria in facing his opposition, Courtney Locke for Zimbabwe. Okay. That is sure a big point to open the return for Emmanuel Michael. And that one will give him a huge boost to coming close to getting this one. But 15-love it is still, as he also lead 4 games to 3 right inside of this third set. Well, Nigeria here knows that the winner of this will face the winner, another winner of another game for day 2. So it's important to win it. It had to take one from Lady Luck there to watch it go all the way out of the line to make it 30-love. But Nigeria absolutely in charge of this game, untainted, undented, unstained, and of course, I've got it flawless in the game. It is 30-love, and as well as 4 games to 3 in the third set. Oh, here's smashed his own net. 30-15. It's that time where it's very important to be able to calm the nerve, play for patience, and remain resilient. (40-15) game points for Nigeria now, and the fans are basking in this euphoria. How lovely for the home support. patience is what it took for Emmanuel Michael. Patient probing, and that was just good enough to earn it for game number 5, as Nigeria is only one away from winning the first match on the first day of the historical Davis Cup Africa Group 3, and this is the moment that really he has been waiting for. And just one more game, and it will be all wrap for the very first match in here. 5-3, Nigeria leads in the third set. Oh, that's a fantastic lineup. Amazingly done by the Nigerian in white, Emmanuel Michael. He saw through the fans. And they are almost putting up a song for the young man who is only 19. He's got to contest against the opposition who is 8 years older. Courtney Locke, 27. He has forced another error of the opposition. 30-love, and Nigeria is only 2 points away from winning the historical first match of Davis Cup, the World Cup of Tennis. This is what we are here for, and only about 2 more points, and the story will be written in gold. Oh, it's about nerves. It's about patience. It's about resilience now. It's gone out. 15-30. Well, he sure has got to hold it still within the lines. Cutting and lock. Rightly done. Oh, look at that. That's what it took. The moment he suspended and held up the second and gave a lot of confusion on the consciousness of the opposition. Oh, that was the moment he actually got that point. I haven't hit it. There was just no returning from the opposition. And it is game and sets and match points, Nigeria. Well, there's still a whole lot more to hold on for the Nigerian. 30-40. It is still game, set, and match point here for Nigeria. A moment so delicate, so crucial. It could count for everything right now. Courtney Locke for the service. Zimbabwe. He has never has he appeared on a stage this big, but how big does it get now? Oh, it's even bigger. He rolls to the floor and celebrates a moment of history, and Nigeria will start the Davis Cup on a note of a win. This is classic. Emmanuel Michael coming through, and of course living to the expectations. 2-6, 6-1, and 6-3, and the cookie crumbles on Zimbabwe as Nigeria wins the first match on the first day of Davis Cup Africa Group 3, the least ranked nation defeating the top ranked nation, and of course it has come to a great upset here. But Nigeria, having opened this campaign on a winning note, they will sure look to forge and of course live in this momentum. It has been amazing tennis here at the center court here in Abuja. Of course, it is Davis Cup, it is Africa Group 3, and it is Nigeria for the first win on the first day. 2-1, Emmanuel Michael delivers diligently and duly for the host nation. It's been a pleasure in the commentary box from the man with the golden voice, the voice of Nigeria, grand commentator of the Federal Republic, Sean Pablo GCFR, aka Sound of Sport, saying thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. Thank you to the Federal Ministry of Sports Development. Thank you to the Nigerian Tennis Federation, and as well, thank you so much to the International Tennis Federation for bringing Davis Cup here and alive. Thank you. Let's do this again. Jogo!
Magic.
Hey, my man!
What's up,
What is
bro?
up, man? What happened, man?
Yeah, man. I came back like that week. I came back. I didn't go back that last week. But I'm going back this week.
It's a big win. They are the best team on this tournament too. Although he's not the best player, but they are the best team in this tournament. Zimbabwe, yes. So to win it is big. It's big. That guy, no. I saw the way he played in that first set. I saw the way he played that second game.
Even when they play them, that guy that just played these guys yesterday, he's not experienced.
Let's go, no bitter.
Papa can't give up, no matter he's tired. He can't say, I'm tired.
You will lie.
Well done, sir.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, my guy.